Hey guys, just a quick one. This is a cold start, 6 degrees. First thing in the morning, you see the car's been running 6 minutes. I've travelled about 3 kilometres. Obviously being cold, it started off around 20 litres per 100 k's. Driving nicely, but I've been around about 8 roundabouts in a 60 zone, and I'll have more information on what speed is going to be your most fuel efficient. But look, you can see driving nicely, I've been able to get it down to 10. I'm sitting at the first set of lights I've come to, which obviously it's going to go up, so I'll have more for you soon. Okay, so just done the return trip. You can see another 7 minutes, not down the bottom of the trip meter, the next one up. 7 minutes, average 36 k's. I was going to try and count the roundabouts. I think it was about 6 roundabouts. It was 4, 5. I lost count. It's about 6 roundabouts, couple of turns, got through the set of lights. Obviously, while I sit here, that 9.7 is going to go up. So that fuel economy, that's since the engine was started. Look, this video is also for the people that don't know what all these things are and how they work. So where it says after start, that's every time you restart your engine, switch it off, switch it on, it resets. So you've got a few different settings there, but I'm going to try and keep this one short by putting different videos in there. What I've found with this vehicle, the faster you go, the more fuel you use. I'll give you the best example, the way I could explain it to you for those people that are chasing fuel economy. And it's not much different to the 1KD. So this is a 1GD FTV, similar to the 1KD FTV in fuel economy, very similar, and the characteristics. If you want to get your best fuel economy, you'd probably want to cruise along at about 80 k's on flat ground, okay? The faster you go, the more fuel you use. Think of it this way, 80 might be about 8 litres per 100 k's. With a stock standard vehicle. As you add your modifications and weight, of course, it's going to go up a little bit, but not necessarily a lot. It depends how fast you want to get to the speed, and when there's a hill, how much you want to maintain it. So if you use cruise control, it's going to use more fuel. If you allow it to slow down on a hill and speed up going down, which can be annoying for other drivers, you got to watch when you do that. If you've got someone that wants to get past you, try and avoid doing that at on the overtaking lane, or speeding up and slowing down because it's a hill. Just give them a break and let them get past. Try and keep it safe. But look, let's say 80's 8 litres per 100 k's, 90's 9 litres per 100 k's, 100's 10 litres per 100 k's, 110's 11 litres per 100 k's, 120's 12 litres per 100 k's. It pretty much goes like that. Not exactly. It all depends on headwinds, tailwinds, which way you're traveling on the land. If it's a slight, even if it's hilly, you could be heading generally uphill into a headwind and you'd easily see 15s. You could be heading with a tailwind and downhill and easily see 5s. So it's highly variable, and we're going to have some more information for you regarding that. As you can see, sitting in traffic, the fuel economy just goes up because you're not covering any kilometres, but the engine's using fuel. Hey guys, so I'm going to give you some trip information. This one I'm going to fill it up. I'm at the servo, so I'm going to show you what the numbers are so you know how accurate the trip computer is on the 2019 Prado. I know all vehicles vary a bit and each model varies a bit, but generally the late model vehicles are within about 1 litre. They're not too bad, but obviously depends what you do to it. So let's just have a look at some numbers we got here at the moment. So obviously you can see I've had the engine idling a fair bit. It's up to temperature, average speed 11 k's since it's been running 16 minutes. So disregard that. That'd be like, I suppose that shows you how bad it can get. 15.4, if you're sitting around in traffic, still not bad. I mean, considering it's done average 11 k's an hour, it's been running 16 minutes. Anyway, let's look through the other trip information. The next one down, after reset. So I reset that, if you remember. The car done, I don't know, about 100 k's. You can tell by the trip A, I reset that at the same time anyway. So 9.7 per 100 is what that's saying. And since refuel, the refuel one, I believe, I can't remember, so I don't usually drive that many modern cars and take any notes. So I'm pretty sure that one automatic resets when you fill the vehicle. So that's saying 9.8 and 491 to go. Now, I don't think there's anything else under that. No, that's it. So we'll go back to the top one, and then we'll just go through the trip meter, because I reset the trip meter when I reset the after reset one, right? So I reset that and reset the trip meter as well. So let's go to trip B. I don't know what that is. That's probably hasn't been reset. Car's done around about that anyway. There you go. Car's done 983 k's. So this is the first fill. Let's have a look, see what it takes, see how accurate the trip computer is. After reset, that's probably the one that I'd go by. Alright, I'll come back to you. Hey guys, Anthony, 4x4 Diesel. So we're filling it up now to confirm the literage Obviously it's coming pretty close, so there it is. You just click, give it 2 clicks, a couple of clicks, whatever, that'll do. Let's have a look at the pump. Of course, we're at the Caltex to get our 4 cents a litre off with our Toyota app. 89 litres, okay, so that's what it is. Alright, so back in the vehicle, let's have a look. You saw it yourself, the litres and the kilometres. So the vehicle did, by the odometer, which would be fairly accurate, it actually did, well, I can tell you exactly what it did, because that's the kilometres right there, right? Let's just go with the odometer, 983. So 983 Ks, and you saw it yourself, it took 89 litres. So you work it out, you do the sums, I'll do the sums for you, and I might put it in the description or whatever, but that's what it is on this fill. We'll do a few, because you need to do a few to have a comparison, but quite obviously the trip computer is quite accurate, probably got a little bit better economy. I'm not doing the calculator thing, I'm just going, well, pretty simple, a few clicks, 89, let's just call it 90 litres for 980 Ks. In my head is pretty close to 9 litres per 100 Ks, just a touch over without working it out. So trip computer says one thing and it's actually even a little bit better. So there you go, guys, hope that helps. Hope these fuel economy videos have been helpful. Basically a stock standard Prado, road tyres, no lift, it's a GX, so it's nice and light. That's what it is, mate. Alright guys, have a nice day, see ya. Alright guys, so finally just a little trip back from the servo so I can show you how bad the fuel economy can get in 6 minutes. 2.7 Ks apparently, 10.5 litres per 100 Ks. That's obviously going to go up because we're sitting here. Economy is going to get worse. Now I just did a quick calculation basing it on 980 Ks and 90 litres, which is, just rounding it up a little bit to make it look worse than it actually is. The calculation comes out at 9.18. Let's just round it up to make it worse and use round numbers. 9.2 litres per 100 Ks. So as I said, usually these trip computers are within 1 litre per 100 Ks. Some people are saying, oh, 2 or 3 out. No, they're not really. I haven't seen that. Had a lot of new cars over the decades and I haven't seen that. The worst I've seen is 1 litre. The FG Falcons, they were about 1 litre. The BFs before that, they were a little bit less. But look, things that are out a lot is things like scan gauges. They use different parameters. So if you're talking about that, then yeah, they can be out 4 litres per 100 Ks, because you change your driving style, e.g. hook on a trailer, it changes completely, right? Not only does the fuel economy change, because it's not reading the right parameters, so you've got to recalibrate it based on that driving style, that trip. All you need is the difference between a headwind and a tailwind, and that'll be out. Where these systems, they're reading the data from the ECM. So look, at the end of the day, this is really good because the trip computer said what? I don't know, what did it say, 9.7? There was a few different ones, there was after, whatever. It was high 9s and we got low 9s. So on this tank, the fuel economy was half a litre per 100 kilometres better than what the trip computer said on average, okay? And doing things like this is going to make it look worse, right? So that's why the only way to accurately check your fuel economy is you fill up on flat ground to the same amount of clicks, you reset your trip meter, and if possible you go back to the same servo, same pump, so that you're on the same ground level. Different servos, different pumps at different rates, different ground levels, all sorts of factors can manipulate. When you've got a big Prado tank that's quite, let's say, long and flat, and there's 2 of them, it can be a few litres difference, you know what I mean? You go to a different servo and you think your economy's better or worse. You've really got to be careful how you work this one out. So allow for that in this fill as well, because it could be plus or minus a little bit more, but based on averages and everything being fair, I think about half a litre per 100 Ks out. We'll do a few of these comparisons and videos just based on fuel economy alone, showing you the sort of things we get from a few trips and some different trips, and then obviously with a fill at the end. And once we've done sort of 3 or 4, hopefully we'll get an average out of those 4 to work out that's what the vehicle's doing. Alright guys, like always, thanks for watching, and if you haven't, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the next important information, and there's a lot better information and more important things coming than stuff like this. But look, it's all helpful, I hope. Have a nice day, thanks for watching, see ya.